What's up guys, Eric Prey, Table Rock Fishing Intel. Going to give you a quick review on the Dixie Jet Flutter Spoon. A lot of you guys know we cast a lot of spoons this time of year, and we talk about throwing jigging spoons as a casting spoon. Well, a lot of times I like to switch things up. I know jigging spoons are really a big deal down in Texas, Oklahoma, and we throw flutter spoons a lot here. We do throw the bigger ones quite a bit, the 7 to 9 inch ones, but I tell you, the one I catch the most fish on day in, day out is the little Dixie Jet. My favorite color is definitely white in a 1 ounce version. They make them in copper, they make them in silver, chartreuse, whatever you want to try. I do like the copper one on a sunny day in off-colored water. It seems to work incredibly well then, but day in, day out, I usually have a white one tied on. As far as the way the product works, it's pretty simple. You throw it out, reel it in if you want to. You can just straight reel it and kill it, reel it and kill it. You can jerk it, you can pop it, whatever you want to do. It's the right size for the bait fish we have in Table Rock. As far as the key features, it's a nice concave spoon, has a lot of wobble to it. It does not work as a jigging spoon, so you can only use it as a casting spoon or a flutter spoon, but it flutters very hard as it's falling. It has a real wide wobble. It's not going to fall as fast as a jigging spoon. Where a jigging spoon in a 1 ounce is going to fall about 3 feet per second, this one falls about 1.5 or 2 feet. So it really slow flutters down, which is great. So as far as the way it works great. I'm going to give it a 5 on that. Key features is definitely the concave face. He does put a very good heavy split ring on there. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but in the last 3 or 4 years, split rings are getting cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. It's one place that most anglers don't notice that bait manufacturers are cutting corners, is putting cheap split rings on, and it costs you fish. It's cost me fish several times. And then the hook. He does use a high quality mustad round bend hook, very sharp out of the package. I usually just touch them up a little bit, but usually right out of the package, they're very sharp and very effective. So as far as the key features, I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 5. Not really dinging it at all. I would like to see either a split ring or a swivel or something up here to give the bait a little bit more action. I usually put a split ring or a snap ring on there for myself when I'm throwing it. So that's the only thing I'm dinging it on. As far as what makes it superior, inferior to its competition, you know, the bigger version of this, the gizzard shad spoon, I don't feel like it is as good as the smaller version or some of the other casting spoons or flutter spoons that are on the market. But this little spoon right here, I think, is as good or better than any other casting spoon on the market, just simply because of the quality of the hook, quality of the components. It works very well, so I'm going to give it a 4.5 on that. User friendly, guys, it's really easy to fish. You can cast it a mile. I usually put it on a 7.5 foot bait casting rod. It weighs 1 ounce. It will catch a little bit of wind, but not bad. Sling it out there, let it sink down to the desired depth, and either rip it and kill it or pop it and kill it, one way or the other. It's a very easy bait to use, so I'm going to give it a 5 on that. Value for money, they are not an expensive bait. You will go through a few of them, especially if you're fishing around trees. They do hang up in trees because it does have a great big hook and nothing protecting it. But value for money, I think they retail for around $4 or $5, so they are a very good value with the amount of work and the amount of effort and everything else that goes into making this spoon. I think it's really good value for money. Overall rating, adding all that up, I'm going to give it a 4.5. Like I said, there really only a couple things I can ding it on. I do wish it had a snap at the top. Most of your higher end flutter spoons have either a snap or a split ring to give the bait a little bit more action. It's really about the only thing I can ding it on, other than occasionally you will have some that the paint is not quite as good as it is on this one, but really, you can't really ding it on that. That's just in production. So 4.5 out of 5 on the Dixie Jet Flutter Spoon, the smaller one that matches our threadfin shad here on Table Rock. This is Eric Prey giving you tips and reviews to help you catch more fish on Table Rock Lake.